Well, congratulations. Congratulations to everybody who set out to destroy Candace Owens and who lost their minds over Mitch Snow for reasons none of us can figure out. Video and commentary after video after protest explaining why Mitch Snow was the most important issue of 2025. God damn it, God. Mitch Snow, do you understand? He's not who he says he is. As people say in my arrest videos, bruh, take it easy. Don't you understand? Were you being paid for this? What? Is somebody paying you to go after Candace or Mitch Snow? Is that it? Why do you care about Mitch Snow with all that is going on? Video after video of this pile-on, this lunatic scrum, this excitement over Mitch Snow. Mitch Snow doesn't care about it. Then one guy, I don't remember these names, he pulls in his estranged son who verifies everything that Candace is saying. And what I'm trying to figure out is, bruh, as the kids say, what is the matter with you? Seriously, are you on somebody's payroll? Did somebody say, look, just go after her. Whatever she says. If they say Wachuca, if they say this, if it was a Tuesday, you say Wednesday. If it was Mitch, change the name. Just jump on everything. And as long as you show us the receipts, because that's the only thing I can figure out. Because I see some good people out there, really good people that I respect, worrying about stuff that doesn't even matter. So congratulations to everyone who set out to destroy Candace Owens. Congratulations. Because by the end of today, 2025, you did the exact opposite. And you did it with the energy and the discipline and the total confidence in the wrong playbook. You tried to shrink her, and instead you crowned her. She's the queen of the internet. You tried to sideline her, and instead you made her unavoidable and untouchable. You tried, I guess, to humiliate her. Maybe you don't know her MO. And instead you handed her the largest audience of her life. What the hell is the matter with you? This is character assassination. Please, do it to us. Please. Can we sign up for this? Would you help us? What are you, promoting her? Tell me, did she pay you to do this? Did Candace, you heard me, did Candace pay you to come after her 24/7 with these? And who were some of the, please, don't take this the wrong way. Who were these morons who came out of nowhere? Who's this guy? Trying to make a name for himself. Trying to make a name by going against her. It's like going in a ring against Tyson in his prime. Yeah, you're on, YouTube and TikTok, but you're in a coma. You see, there's only way there's no way to say this gently anymore, so I won't. Candace Owens is now, again, the internet, the platform queen, and the people who pushed her there actually, who elevated her to this apotheosis, are the same ones who swore they understood how power works online. They did. They honest to God, they did. And they thought it was great. They sat there with their, look at this, we got our graphics, and we've got this, and we got this. And we're going to bring in Mitch's son? What? That's the best. I mean, that is the best. I'm not going to go through this again. You know the story. If you don't know the story, I'm not going to remind you of it. Look, this didn't happen because everybody agrees with her. I know this. It happened because, again, she refused to disappear, and you refused to adapt. And I told you, if you want to make somebody go away, you ignore them. But these schmucks think, oh, no, we're going to do it. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Once and for all, we're going to destroy her. We're going to destroy her. No, you didn't. Every attack followed the same tired pattern. First, she was wrong. Then she was biased. Then she was hateful. Then she was unstable. She was anti-Semitic. Got to get that in there. Then she was dangerous. Then she was an agent of somebody. Pick, doesn't matter. CIA, MI6, Mossad, Walmart, doesn't matter. Then she was part of a PSYOP, MK Ultra. And when none of all that worked, you just kept repeating it louder in the same circle, the same cycle. That is not persuasion. That's panic. That's absolute insanity. And what we all know, what I think we know, what I thought they knew, the modern internet doesn't reward silence. It rewards friction and attention. And it doesn't reward and congratulate obedience and obeisance. It rewards defiance. Candace Owens understood that, and her critics did not. And every time you tried to shame her, every time you did it, you fed the machine. Because these people are idiots. Who's paying them? Every time they nitpicked her witnesses, they missed the bigger picture. Every time, every single time, every time you focus on tone instead of substance, you told her audience that you had nothing else left, that you're out of gas. To use the wrestling term, you've blown up. And what made this even more effective, this is even better, what made this even more effective is that she didn't need to win every argument. She didn't. She just refuted what was coming at her, and which was easy to do because whoever the boneheads were who said, this is going to be your evidence? What? What did they disprove? And even if they did, here is the point. There are, let's assume, 100 points that Candace Owens is making. Some of them more important than others, some involving the assassination of Charlie Kirk, some involving Erica Kirk, some involving TPUSA, some involving whatever it was. Okay. So let's say there's 100 points. They thought that by refuting and negating and removing and neutralizing the most minuscule of the 100 points, that means something. It didn't do anything. It's like playing, what is that, Jenga or whatever, and you pull this thing on and nothing happens. You pull this one on, it's still there. She only needed to keep showing up. In an environment where most people back down or retreat when, pressure hits, she stayed visible. I think it makes her stronger. Again, they had nothing. They had nothing because think about what she's saying. Think about what this is. Think about what she is saying and think about how you're going to refute what she is saying. To refute what she is saying, the refutation has to deal with a particular item that's advanced, that's critical. And see, these facts alone separated her from the pack. People don't follow perfection online. They follow persistence. Well, somebody's keeping track of this. The Mitch Snow case, that was the worst. Candace became the symbol of persistence, whether you liked it or not, and you made her. You made her. I can't believe they did this. They made her. It blows my mind. They just don't get it. They don't understand it. There's no critical thinking. You thought that calling her crazy would end the conversation? Instead, it turned her into, again, this rally point. You thought that labeling her would scare people. Why do you keep doing this? And not only that, I'm going to say it again for the millionth time. If you the thing that you impeached, to use trial evidence parlance, you try to impeach your credibility with going after Mitch. What did this mean? This is something. And again, I keep thinking to myself, who's paying these people? I know that's pretty crass. I know. You think, oh God, who is paying these people? Who is making these people feel like, I gotcha? Ha ha ha. Here, keep it up. We'll pay you by the accusation, because we're not paying by the result. You thought that this would scare people away? You know, this is something else. And instead, it taught people that labels mean nothing more. Let me tell you something. I thought during 2025, the big names were either going to be Candace, Tucker, Laura Loomer, or maybe Nick Fuentes. And it's Laura Loomer, hands down. Hands down. Even old Nick was very good, but he was all over the place. He's like, Nick is attitude. And Nick will never understand that he's got to grow up a little bit, because he thinks they love the terrible things I say about black people and Jews. Well, not really. I mean, that gets old. It's your persuasive argument about America First. That makes sense. Laura Loomer, bless her heart, is towards a particular group of folks who just want to see her attack. She's just this attack dog. They let her go. It's like they just love to see her attack. Doesn't matter if she gets the right person. She's that Rottweiler that goes after somebody, and she does a good job. But I don't know exactly what has been, what she's accomplished other than make a name for herself. Now she's going after Marjorie Taylor Greene, and that's fine. Candace is number one. Candace is number one. And even though I love AJ, Alex Jones, I'm thinking, Alex, don't. Again, look, I'm not going to tell you what to do, because you've been around. You made all of this possible for this, so I will defer to your judgment. But I would say pick the hill you want to die on, and Candace isn't it. These people thought that discrediting her witnesses would somehow collapse her claims. No. I keep telling you, instead it shows that they were afraid to deal with timelines and facts and real, not this stuff. Each move they made. Oh, and by the way, I didn't even go into this one. Did you see the latest about beards and mustaches? And what the hell is going on? What are we doing? How about anybody interested in who killed Charlie? Should I remind folks of this? Every time they do something, it teaches her audience one lesson over and over again. They're trying to shut her up, and it's not going to happen. And whenever what she does is they'll throw something at her. They'll throw some claim, and she will beat you to death with it. And the result is that by the end of 2025, right now, today when I'm doing this, December the 31st, New Year's Eve, Candace occupies a space that no one else fully controls. Not Laura Loomer, not Nick Fuentes, not even Tucker Carlson, not... I don't know who's... I mean, there's some, Milo is kind of interesting. He's coming up the pad. And Alex, I would say, Alex, get away from these folks. Just go back to where, the good stuff. We need you. This isn't your style. Don't. No. I mean, these folks I mentioned are all influential in their own lanes, but Candace, she sits above them all. She pulls attention from every direction. She's like an attention parasite. She sucks the blood out of whatever attention you have. She doesn't need permission. She doesn't need coalitions. She doesn't need approval. That is what real, honest-to-God, legitimate leverage looks like. Now, that's what it looks like. That's what this is about. This story, I never thought would ever get this far. I never did. And this is the part that people still don't want to admit, okay? So listen up, bruh. The attacks didn't just fail. They validated her. They told millions of people that whatever she was saying mattered, and that she matters enough to provoke this level of reaction regarding an argument that nobody can really understand. You don't get this kind of response. You don't get this kind of reaction. You don't get this validation by being irrelevant. Don't you understand this? You get it by being dangerous to the status quo online. The status quo, the folks, the panjandrums of online power. This is something. She shows a noetic brilliance. Look it up. And the more frantic the attacks became against her, the clearer it got. And once the argument stopped being facts and started to become, ad hominems and nonsense about motives and mental health and all this other kind of stuff. The game was already over. Look, people know the difference. People know the difference between disagreement and character destruction. They know it like nothing else. And they may not say it in so many words. They may not say it loud, but they feel it immediately. And when they see a pile-on, when they see this, they look for the person standing in the end. People always respect the person standing up, especially if they're by themselves. And that person almost always wins the sympathy battle and the empathy battle and the intellectual battle. And she is one. I'm telling you. And again, I keep asking you, who's paying you to do this? What did some lobby pay you? I hope you got your money up front, because when they realized they pissed their money away with you, this was it? You went after Mitch Snow? This is not about whether Candace was right about every claim. Not even close. I told you that. That's a mistake her critics still make. And let me tell you something. A lot of the people before who were concerned, as was I, regarding her and Brigitte Macron, the Macron folks are thinking, oh my God, why? This is even tougher now. Remember, her civil suit is in Delaware still. It's a different story. It's a different forum. We're not talking about legal. We're talking about internet here. And the internet doesn't crown queens and kings. There's no regicide here. But it doesn't, crown the next queen based on accuracy alone. It crowns them and has crowned her based on resilience and reach. And Candace demonstrated both. She took every hit and kept talking. Every single hit. She watched people try to erase her and destroy her and ablate her and expurgate her and bowdlerize her. And she used it as fuel. That's how influence compounds. Again, I'm asking, did somebody pay you? I keep asking because I can't figure out, why are these people, what possibly could motivate these people to make these stupid claims about Mitch Snow unless somebody's paying them? Maybe I'm wrong. These folks also underestimated how much people hate being told what to think, including me and including you, most probably, if you're watching this. And every time somebody demanded a denunciation, every time somebody demanded some type of execration or intellectual abnegation, it backfired. And every time somebody insisted that the conversation was over, it reopened it miraculously. See, people don't like to be managed. They don't want to be told what to do. They don't like being herded like sheep or treated like children. They're not a bunch of barking seals that arr, arr, arr. They especially don't like being told that asking questions is somehow immoral. Candace Owens learned what to do She learned by leaning into the instinct, and it paid off. And she's waiting for your next one. And now she's going after beard rates, and I don't even know what this is about. I'm not even. I just saw this. I'm thinking, oh God, don't tell me they pick something stupid and she clobbers you with it. Leave her alone. Ignore her if you want to win. The irony here is that none of this required brilliance or secret strategy. None of it. I say it again. I say it to the point of exhaustion, and I recognize that fact, and I beg your indulgence and forgiveness. But it required understanding how attention works in 2025, how it used to work. Attention follows conflict. Attention follows courage. Attention, dear friend, follows the person who will not blink, who will not budge, who will not move, who will not in any way give up. Candace didn't blink. Everyone else blinked like mad. It looks like some tic disorder. And then blaming her for noticing, followed up, made no sense. The witness fights, the nitpicking, the endless attempts to discredit people, the impeachment, all of this nonsense. And the latest, they brought in her husband. What is he? He's what, MI6? He's what, is he a Klaus Schwab, Soros agent? I mean, they threw everything at her. Everything. Oh, they're just saying, have we mentioned MI6? No. MK Ultra? DARPA? Oh, mention DARPA. Can we mention, how about Tesla? Nikola Tesla? Bring in Tesla. Why? I don't know. All of that, instead of addressing what they said, all of that made her stronger. It showed the world and the critics that Boy, she must be doing something right. It showed the world and the critics that who would rather win, I guess on optics or whatever it was, than engage in substance. And that is poison to credibility. They're fools. Because these idiots who brought up this Mitch Snow stuff, hey, aren't you that guy didn't you have on his son who basically validated what kind of, you're the one? Oh my God. Notice how Ben Shapiro's like not even in this. Ben learned, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go back to where I was. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate it. Anybody, you all, she's all yours. And people say, no, I can weigh into this. I can do it. I'm gonna show her. I'm going to show her. Let me tell you something. It doesn't work this way, my friends. You just listen to what I'm saying. Look, you got to understand something. And there's one thing they don't understand about us. And you, by virtue of your incredible comments that you've written below, indicated. We don't scare easy. We love this stuff. You don't understand it. We're sick. We love this stuff. We enjoy it. And when you go after somebody that we like and somebody that we care for and somebody that we've learned to respect, you take on all of us. And we just love it. And it goes to show you, everybody, we want to hear about facts. We don't want to argue, opinion. It's like they're doing to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Laura Loomer is saying, I told you, she's a fraud. And, well, does she matter? No. What are you working yourself up into lather for about MTG? Talk about facts. Talk about the facts of the case. Talk about the midterms that are coming up. Talk about the fact that our Constitution and Republic, right here, this thing right here, doggone it, this. I got to get my books out of the way here. These, God damn it. These, right here we go. Here we go. This is it. The Constitution, this is what we do. This is what it's about. We are constitutional warriors. We are the Gurkhas. We're the gendarmerie. We're the Mau Maus and we are the Amazons. We are the 1st Marine Division when it comes to dealing with principle. That's what we're about. We're not about names and what this one looks like. No. So in any event, congratulations, Candace. You are it, young lady. You are it. You know who you have to thank for this? Them? Your enemies? Yeah, they did it. So listen, thank you, my friends. Happy New Year's Eve to all you wonderful folks. I'm going to crank out a few more of these. Got to get my 2025 message in. But 2025 was the year of Candace Owens. And you know who made it possible? They did it. Now, thank you, dear friend. Thank you, dear follower. Thank you for your kind and beautiful notes. Thank you for your support of the Lionel Nation. And thank you also for the concomitant help and support of my beloved wife, Lynn's Warriors. Lynn's Warriors here. Follow her on YouTube. Right now, this is the bigger story. If you're a parent, if you're a parent wanting to be a parent, if you're a grandparent, if you're anybody involved in this, what they are doing to children is so important, is so critical. Believe me when I tell you this. Believe me. And one thing I hope kids are learning is that when it comes to us, we are people of principle. And if you want to go after somebody, that's fine. But you better have something more behind the denunciation than the fact that you don't like what they say. They've got to be wrong. Because you're talking to a bunch of people here who at one point or another have been called crazy or lunatics or whatever it is, and we're done with it. So anyway, thank you, my friends. Thank you. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Please hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And more importantly, I ask you to go to the comments section because I've got some questions for you. But thank you, dear friends. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. Ladies and gentlemen of the Conspiratorium, we love you. God bless America. And comment as you see fit.